Craig Simon, I'd like to share with you how you're going to get the most out of your automation software by giving you some understanding of its behaviour when you're roasting coffee. So here we've got our imaginary saved roast profile. This is the profile that you recorded that you love the flavour of. And what's going to happen when you press go on your next roast is the computer's going to remember that profile, but it's also going to overlay the temperature of the current roast that you've done. Now, you need to control a couple of parameters when you use your roaster, even in automation mode, to be able to let the computer most accurately follow that profile. And it all happens at that point here called the turn point or the bottom temperature. What you need to do is you need to get your charge temperature right so that your coffee starts up here and turns at exactly the same point. If you're able to achieve that, the computer has an easy time of following the curve. Here's a couple of examples of what you might see if you miss that. You might charge your coffee at the same temperature that you recorded it on the first time, and it worked perfectly then, but the atmospheric conditions might be different. So your roast may follow that curve, but all of a sudden, it turns a little hot. What's going to happen there is the profile system is going to take energy out to try and get that profile to align. It will eventually achieve that, but it does it quite slowly so it keeps your roast as accurate as possible. It's not quite able to keep up the momentum. So your roast is going to undershoot and then overshoot. The opposite version is you charge the coffee in, drops underneath. The computer's going to try and catch up, does it successfully, but it then overshoots and then undershoots. It is just a case of momentum. This momentum we need to control by adjusting our charge temperature. So all you need to do is you need to set an appropriate charge temperature for the day. It might need to be higher, it might need to be lower, but by choosing that different charge temp and hitting that bottom of the curve, that computer can perfectly track your original profile, and you'll have much more repeatable and successful outcomes.